Today's show is brought to you by Hawaii Catholic Schools. Congratulations to 2021 Teacher of the Year, Mary Jane Venata of Maryknoll School. Mahalo to award sponsors, Chaminade University, John C. and Mary Lou Brogan, Aloha Kia, Hele Gas, and the Augustine Educational Foundation.
Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. One man is in critical condition and another was seriously injured after the Boeing 737 cargo plane they piloted made an emergency landing in waters off Kalailoa early this morning. The pilots of Maui-bound Transair Flight 810 reported engine trouble after takeoff and were attempting to return to the Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu when they were forced to make an emergency landing nearly 5 miles from land. The Coast Guard received the initial reports of a downed cargo plane at 1:40 a.m. and deployed a rescue helicopter, plane, and boats to the scene. The Hawaii Department of Transportation's aircraft rescue fire, fighting boats, and a Honolulu Fire Department helicopter also responded. One of the plane's 2 pilots, a 50-year-old man, was rescued from the water and taken to the Queens Medical Center in serious condition. The Coast Guard's Dolphin helicopter rescued the other pilot, a 58-year-old man, from the water and airlifted him to Queens in critical condition. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are investigating the crash. Hawaii health officials reported 79 new coronavirus cases today, bringing the total number of infections since the start of the pandemic to 37,886. There were no new coronavirus-related fatalities reported today, so the state's COVID death toll remains at 518. Today's new infection cases include 52 on Oahu, 9 on Kauai, 7 on the Big Island, 5 on Maui, and 6 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside of the state. State officials also said nearly 1.7 million doses of the vaccine have been administered, with 58.3% of Hawaii's population now fully vaccinated. The number of active COVID cases in Hawaii remains low, with 612 infected people in the state required to quarantine. Governor David Ige is defending Hawaii's COVID-19 rules, which are now the most restrictive in the nation. Ige says the Delta variant continues to spread among unvaccinated residents and that he is worried about a repeat of last year's 4th of July spike in infections. The governor continues to urge residents to get free vaccinations. He said virtually all of Hawaii's new COVID cases are being spread among unvaccinated people. The state will relax more restrictions when Hawaii reaches a statewide, fully vaccinated rate of 60% in the next couple of weeks. When 70% of Hawaii's population is fully vaccinated, Ige has vowed to lift all pandemic restrictions. The historic Coco Palms Resort on Kauai will go up for auction in a foreclosure sale later this month. The resort is perhaps best known for being the location where Elvis Presley's character got married in the 1961 film Blue Hawaii. The Garden Island newspaper reported that the abandoned Coco Palms will be auctioned July 26th on the steps of the 5th Circuit Courthouse in Lihue. Coco Palms opened in 1953 next to a historic coconut grove and an ancient Hawaiian fish pond. It has been closed since Hurricane Iniki, a Category 4 storm, slammed into Kauai in 1992. Several attempts to restore the property since then have failed. The resort will be sold to the highest bidder in as-in condition. Finally, a group of athletes has set a record for rowing a boat from San Francisco to Hawaii. The 4-man crew was part of the Great Pacific Race, a rowing competition of 2- and 4-person rowing teams in identical boats on a journey across the open ocean. Captain Jason Caldwell and his 3 teammates, Duncan Roy, Angus Collings, and Jordan Shuttleworth, rowed in 2-person, 2-hour shifts 24 hours a day for the entire trip. Caldwell's Latitude 35 racing team beat the previous race record by more than a week when it arrived in Waikiki earlier this week. The team completed the 2,400 nautical mile trip in 30 days, 7 hours and 30 minutes. The previous race record from 2016 was 39 days, 9 hours and 56 minutes. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at Star-Advertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Today's show was brought to you by Hawaii Catholic Schools, inspiring minds, sharing faith. Go to CatholicSchoolsHawaii.org today for more information on our 27 schools statewide. We accept applications and enroll students year-round.